We're here in San Antonio, Texas, and we're about to go try out La Panaderia. It's 9 a.m. and there's already a line. So come on inside and let's check it out. This bakery is located just walking distance from the Alamo at 301 East Houston Street in San Antonio, Texas. They specialize in making handmade breads and pan dulce, which is sweetbreads of all sorts and sizes. Now, deciding what you want to eat here is the hardest part, and there were so many tempting choices, but we had to try their concha bread, and it comes in a large and a small size. Some are strawberry topped, some are chocolate topped, and some are a basic vanilla topped. And it was not disappointing. So you'll see the review of our concha bread here in just a second. But while we were waiting in line, we had a second to admire all of the beautiful choices. We also selected the quinaman, which was a strawberry and cheese filled flaky pastry. They had the roca de reyes, which was special for the Epiphany because we showed up on January 5th. So they had a special King's cake for January 6th. They have their concha cruffin. They have so many amazing choices. Here we are just drooling on the case, looking at everything. And we settled on the quinaman in strawberry, the chocolate concha bread, and the Nutella stuffed cruffin. We were able to visit the bakery twice, and both times it was very busy and there was a line. So I recommend getting there early. Here's a little shot at those special King's cakes for the Epiphany. Obviously, this is a popular place. Look at all the special orders that they have there. They also have a full savory breakfast menu and some savory pastries as well. There's a ham and cheese and jalapeno croissant, all kinds of savory choices, and full menu of breakfast goods as well. Here's a little glimpse of the inner workings of the bakery. It's very busy, lots of racks of extra pastries. These guys clearly specialize in volumes and volumes of this pastry. Now let's get into tasting. So we were here the day before and we tried the basic concha with I'm gonna call it a vanilla shell. And it was so surprisingly delicious. So our second day back, we decided to try the chocolate one. I actually thought it was gonna be chocolate bread inside, but it is not chocolate bread. It's this kind of hard, sugary frosting topping. And don't be off-put by what you might think is a dry concha bread, because inside this is a fluffy, soft, buttery roll. I think it tastes a lot like a brioche, and it is just wonderful. The contrast of that soft, fluffy roll and that sugary hard topping. It's not overly sweet. It is absolutely perfection. And so that gets my number one choice of everything that we tasted here at La Panaderia. As we were eating and sipping their delicious coffee, I noticed on the wall that Guy Fieri of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives had visited this bakery as well. And no surprise, this is a don't miss bakery when you're traveling through San Antonio. So after we finished tasting that concha bread, we moved on to our quinaman. And I have to say, I'm a baker of 30 years and I had never tried one of these yet. So here's my husband just showing you how fluffy and delicious that was. So I didn't even do any research on this. I asked the lady how to pronounce it, I ordered it, and I tasted it. And my take on it was that it's very similar to a croissant dough and shaped in a muffin. This one is filled with a cheese and strawberry filling. They also had the option to get a guava filling and maybe a pineapple as well. And while this was delicious, it was not my favorite because I felt like it tasted a little bit like a cheese Danish. If you like a cheese Danish, then by all means, you're gonna love this one. But I personally prefer a little bit more of that purest buttery flaky croissant. I think it's like gilding the lily when we try to make the croissant better. But you be the judge. Let me know in the comments if you would order this one. All right, now we are going for the Nutella stuffed cruffin. It's baked in a paper cup. It also looks like a laminated croissant dough. It is very flaky and buttery. It was filled with so much Nutella that it was coming out the bottom. And then it's topped with almost like a Nutella mousse. And look at this Nutella pull. Just look at that. The Nutella cruffin did not disappoint. We are staying here at the lovely Westin Hotel in San Antonio, which is just walking distance to La Panaderia, which is about over here from where we're staying. And I've got my sourdough bread. I grabbed a piece of cheese at the CVS on the corner and an apple. And this is my fuel for editing this video. Here's a follow-up on the sourdough bread. I grabbed it just to eat in the hotel room while I was editing this video, but I just wanted to let you know that the sourdough bread is really good. I learned to bake in San Francisco, so my gold standard is always San Francisco style sourdough with a good, strong punch of sour. This is not that. It does have a good mild sourdough flavor, but the texture is wonderful. It's really soft, and it's gonna be one of those breads that it's probably good for like a week, you know, and because it's got that sourdough starter in there, and those types of breads always last longer. This is not one of those breads that's gonna be stale the next day. So if you are visiting La Panaderia and you wanna bring a little something back for your pet sitter, house sitter type of thing, I recommend grabbing a loaf of their sourdough. They slice it for you, they wrap it up, put their sticker on it, put it in a nice little gift bag, and it's a perfect gift. In fact, I think I'm gonna grab one for my person who's watching my dog for me. So just wanted to say that don't miss out on the sourdough bread. I'll put the link to the La Panaderia website in my description. While you're down there, please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more destination bakery tours.